Fear is the path to the dark side.
Ways that we judge a candidate is the campaign they run. In June, almost your entire national campaign staff resigned, along with your staff here in Iowa. They said that you were undisciplined in campaigning and fundraising. In that last report, you're $1 million in debt. How do you respond to people who say that your campaign has been a mess so far?
Well, let me say, first of all, Chris, that I took seriously Brett's injunction to put aside the talking points. And I wish you would put aside the gotcha questions. Who had 13 senior staff resign the morning of the New Hampshire primary, and whose new campaign manager laid off 100 people because he had no money, because the consultant suspended. Like John McCain, who had to go and run an inexpensive campaign because the consultant spent it. I intend to run on ideas. Congress should come back Monday. They should repeal the Dodd-Frank bill. They should repeal Sarbanes-Oxley. They should repeal Obamacare. They should institute Lean Six Sigma across the entire federal government. A hard idea for Washington reporters to cover, but an important idea because it's the key to American manufacturing success. I'd love to see the rest of tonight's debate asking us about what we would do to lead an America whose president has failed to lead instead of playing Mickey Mouse games.
Speaker Gingrich, if you think questions about your records are Mickey Mouse, I'm sorry. I think those are questions that a lot of people want to hear answers to, and you're responsible for your records. So.
Well, if I get a rebuttal,
Pardon?
I think that there's too much attention paid by the press corps about the campaign minutia and not enough paid by the press corps to the basic ideas that distinguish us from Barack Obama.
As President Obama was deciding what to do in Libya, you were asked what you would do. You said, quote, exercise a no-fly zone this evening, communicate to the Libyan military that Gaddafi was gone, and that the sooner they switched sides, the more likely they were to survive. After the president launched military action a few days later, you said, quote, I would not have intervened. I think there were a lot of other ways to affect Gaddafi. Are you now certain about the way forward in Libya and where it stands now?
Let me suggest this is a good example of a gotcha question.
No, it's not.
No, yes, it is. No, go back previous to Greta Van Susteren 2 weeks earlier when I said what we should do is go in covertly, use Egyptian and other allies, not use American forces.
Well, Mr. Speaker, you said these two things.
That's right. I said that thing specifically after the president that day announced gloriously to the world as President of the United States that Gaddafi has to go. And I said, if the President of the United States is serious about Gaddafi going, this is what we should do. The following interview came after the same president said, well, I didn't really mean go meant go. I meant go meant maybe we should have a humanitarian intervention. Now, the fact that I was commenting on Fox about a president who changes his opinion every other day ought to be covered by a Fox commentator using all the things I said, not handpicking the ones that fit your premise.
Mr. Speaker, the question was, are you now certain the way forward in Libya?
I have a red light, but if I'm allowed
You're
to
allowed to.
I talked recently to General Abizaid, who is probably the most knowledgeable senior general who speaks fluent Arabic, who said to me, we have a bigger strategic deficit than our fiscal deficit. I think we need to rethink everything in the region. I think we need to rethink Afghanistan. We need to rethink Iraq. And I think we need to recognize that right now Iran is on offense. And our troops are in danger everywhere in that region, and I think we need a very serious national debate about it.
Fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate. Hate leads to suffering.